A Cuban, the Cuban sandwich. There's a million different ways to make it, but there's really only one traditional way to make it. And today, I'm not making that. I'm making a twist on it, and it's called the Yankee Cuban. It's so easy, delicious, and I promise you won't miss those other ingredients that you would in your traditional Cuban. Let's get to cooking. Grab a small pot, put it on the griddle, add 4 tablespoons of butter, followed by 3 cloves of minced garlic. Give that a stir and let it set aside. And that will be the topper for our pressed Cuban. And speaking of Cuban, we gotta talk about the Cuban bread. Now, if you have a grocery store near you, whatever Cuban bread will work, but mine just so happens to have the best Cuban bread there is.
Seriously,
it
large.
Giant.
Loaf of
and
bread.
Honestly, I know, CJ, you're wanting me to make this entire thing for you today, but we're really only making a foot long, so sorry about your luck here.
Well, fair enough. It would be really difficult to obviously we could cut it all up and make multiple.
I mean, we could, and actually that reminds me, this would be perfect for any kind of party, get together, perfect for baby showers as well, birthday parties. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take about a foot long here and I'm going to slice it. You're gonna wanna slice it right down the middle, okay?
Now, Cuban, I mean, you've gotta have the Cuban bread, right? I mean, I guess if you could
you have to have
Cuban, you could maybe substitute like a French loaf or something.
You could, and honestly, I've actually done that, and it is pretty good.
I have done it as well.
It is good.
But
in a clutch, but yeah, it's a Cuban.
In a Cuban, we definitely want to ideally have.
Absolutely, and you ideally want mayonnaise and mustard. Is
Mayo like the classic?
Mayo's a classic, right? And then it's a little bit of mustard.
I thought it was just mustard.
Is it? Don't call me out, CJ.
I'm not calling you out.
I'm just saying. Okay, well, let me tell you how this Yankee Cuban came about. Yankee Cubans are essentially what us Floridians love. Floridians are all about regular Cubans, but they're also all about the Yankee Cuban. Here's the difference. Instead of using the mojo pork, you're actually going to substitute it with some turkey, and that's it.
Turkey.
That's the change.
That's what makes this
so
Yankee.
Uniquely special. All right, here we go. We're going to put down our meat. Now, meat is very important in a Cuban sandwich. First things first, we have to have it. We are putting down our smoked ham. Now, this is a smoked tavern ham. Any kind of smoked ham that you can find at your grocery store will work absolutely perfectly. And then what's next is gonna be Genoa Salami. Genoa Salami is gonna add a little bit of that kick of a peppery flavor.
Which is also a very traditional Cuban ingredient.
Very traditional Cuban.
Much so.
Exactly. See, it's all the same so far. Except for the mayonnaise, I guess.
Well, and
whatever.
The turkey.
And the turkey. Let's talk about the turkey. Here is what makes your Yankee Cuban a Yankee Cuban. You're not putting that mojo pork on, which you would traditionally do. Instead, you are doing shaved turkey. Now, this is just a traditional turkey. You can absolutely utilize a smoked turkey if you really wanted a little smoky zest on your sandwich here.
Swiss is like, you've got to have it.
You got to have the Swiss, of course. And what's funny is I really don't like Swiss, but on a Cuban, I love it. How can you let me forget, CJ? I totally forgot to mayonnaise and mustard the other side of the bread.
I didn't want to tell you how to make your own Yankee.
I mean, it's okay though. It's all right. For me, I've got to have enough mayonnaise and mustard on each side of my bun.
I've actually never had a Yankee before. Like this.
This is your first time?
This is my first time.
Okay, well, trust me, you might not go back. I'm just saying. That's what I said
earlier. Yeah, but I don't know. That's like a really strong statement.
I mean, here's the thing. I get made fun of whenever I go to my local Cuban shop because I like to add all sorts of different toppings, and they make fun of me for it because they're like, oh, no, you don't put all that on a Cuban. But you'll see what I mean later because I put everything on it. Okay, here we go. Buns on top. Now we're gonna go to our griddle. Remember that nice butter garlicky sauce we made?
I do remember that. I'm excited about this.
Check this out, CJ. We're just gonna add a little bit to the bottom here because this is really where all of our goodness comes from, is the flavor of that salted butter, by the way.
Okay.
Bring this big boy on over. Drop her down. Now, where's my press? Here we go. We gotta press it.
Press that bad boy.
Press that bad boy here. I can already smell that garlic butter just crispifying on that bread.
So we press and then we let it cook.
That's it, and it's probably gonna take about a good solid 3 to 4 minutes to really toast really good on the bottom. Remember, you gotta get the fresh Cuban bread. This makes all the difference. Honestly, it really does. All right, did I press it enough? Was it good?
I think it's pressed.
It's pressed enough. All right.
So let's.
We're gonna let it sit for just a minute. Like I said, we'll come back, add a little bit more garlic butter right on top, and that's it. All right, it is ready to go. Looking nice and crispy. Now remember, if it gets a little crispy for you, it's just the garlic getting nice and brown.
I don't mind a nice crispy Cuban.
I like a little crispy Cuban. All right, so I'm gonna cut it right in the middle here first. And then once I get this middle cut, let's open this up. Now you're probably wondering, okay, Taylor, why are we doing the toppings now? We're doing the toppings now because ain't nobody like some hot toppings. Well,
I don't know.
I don't like them. You might. Oh, look how cheesy and good that is. Okay, so now we're going to do onions right here.
Definitely not traditional. We're very much into that
This
Yankee
is
territory.
Very Yankee-ish. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Next, there's going to be banana peppers here. Love banana peppers. Add such a good vinegary taste. Followed by some pickles. Next is going to be your lettuce. Now last we're going to do some tomatoes.
Love this.
Tomatoes. All right, we close it up. This is it. This is what you've been waiting for. Crispy, amazing deliciousness. We got to talk about all the layers here. I think there's like 7 layers of this sandwich.
Layers in the Yankee Cuban.
It really is, and what makes it so special are all those layers. So
take it away. Oh, I hear that crunch. That buttery bread has got to be amazing.
Okay, I did it. I did it.
Finally, it's been done.
It's been done. So yes, it is a Cuban, but this is a Yankee Cuban.
I love it. It has some traditional and some new stuff.
It is, and it's the best way to make it. Just trust me. Try it before you knock it. But at the end of the day, just remember, you always want to keep it quick. You always want to keep it simple. And most importantly, you gotta keep it delicious. My name is Taylor Mock, and I will see you on the next episode. Cheers.